My name is Tonight you'll be seeing a scene from Gaslight, which was written by Patrick Hamilton. This is a murder mystery, and in this scene, the plot is revealed. So I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I enjoyed directing it. Thank you.
In this house, I can tell everything by the light of the gas. See the mantle there? Now it's burning full, but if another light were to go on in the kitchen or the bedroom, this one would sink down. It's the same all over the house.
Ah, yes, it's just a question of insufficient pressure. It's the same in mine. So please, go on.
Every night after he goes out, I find myself waiting for something. Then all at once I look around the room and see the light slowly going down. Then I hear tapping sounds, persistent tapping sounds. At first I tried not to notice it, but it began to get on my nerves. And it's always at the same time, about 10 minutes after he goes out. And that's what gave me the idea that somehow he had come back and that it was he who was walking about there. I go up to the bedroom to check, but I daren't stay because I hear sounds. I just want to scream and run out of the house. I sit here for hours, terrified, waiting for him to come home. And I always know when he's coming back. Always. About 10 minutes after the light goes up, I hear his key in the lock. And he's back.
Tell me, Mrs. Manningham, have you ever heard of Alice Barlow?
Alice Barlow?
Yes, she is an old woman who died many years ago.
An old woman years ago? What has she to do with me?
A great deal, I fancy. If you will follow me patiently, she was an old woman of great wealth. It was never my pleasure to know her, but on just one occasion, my duty to see her. That is when her throat was cut open and she lay dead on the floor of her own house.
Oh, how horrible! Do you mean she was murdered?
Yes. The murder was never discovered, but the motive was obvious enough. You see, her husband had left her the famous Barlow rubies, and it was well known she kept them with no proper precaution in her bedroom on an upper floor.
But I don't understand.
Apart from the famous rubies, there were only a few trinkets taken. But the whole place had been turned upside down, and everything was torn open and flung about. Even the cushions on the chairs were ripped apart with this bloody knife. The police thought it must have been a revengeful maniac, as well as a robber. I had other theories, but I was a nobody then and not in charge of the case.
What were your theories?
It seemed that from all I gathered here and there, the old woman might have been an eccentric, but that she was by no means a fool. What if she had got those tools cunningly hidden away in some inconceivable place? In the walls, floor down, bricked in maybe? What if the only person who could tell him where they were was lying dead on the floor? Would that not account, Mrs. Manningham, for all the strange confusion in which the place was found? Can't you picture him searching through the night, hour after hour, growing more and more desperate, until at last the dawn comes, and he has to slink out into the pale street, the blood of everything that.
Oh, how horrible! How horrible indeed! And was the man never found?
No, he was never found, and the rubies have never come to light.
Well, then perhaps he found them, and he may be alive today.
I believe he is most certainly alive today, but I do not believe he found them himself.
Well, then perhaps the jewels are still where the old lady hid them.
If my theory is right, the jewels must still be where she hid them. But it would be funny, wouldn't it, Mrs. Manningham, if, after all these years, I should turn out to be right?
Yes, but, I mean, it's also confusing.
It is impossible, Mrs. Manningham, that the man may have waited years, gone abroad, got married even, until at last his chance came to resume the search begun on that fateful night. You're not following where I'm leading you at all, are you, Mrs. Manningham?
Quiet! Be quiet! Look at the light. It's going down. Wait for it. There. Do you hear him? He's upstairs now. You must go, please. He's here. You must go.
Very odd indeed.
Please, you must leave. He will know you are here, please.
Quiet, Mrs. Manningham. You've got to keep your head. Do you not see my meaning? Do you not see that this was the house?
House? What house?
The old woman's house, Mrs. Manningham. Here, these rooms, these walls. 15 years ago, Alice Barlow lay dead on the floor in this room. 15 years ago, the man who murdered her searched this place, below and above, but he did not find what he sought. What if he's still searching, Mrs. Manningham? What if he's up there, still searching?
gonna give you your medal, and then you're gonna go sit back down. All right, drum roll. Where'd it go? Thank you. All right, Best Actor, Mark Ellis. Best Actress, drummer, Kimmy Carson. Come on, keep it going. For Best Play, Broadway Ballet.